Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Noreen Picken. Are you looking for answers about cancer? Did anyone ever warn you about the dangers of soda, bottled water, reverse osmosis or distilled water, or city water? Well, I'd like to offer you some insight into the dangers of these and some real reasonable answers for you. Avoiding these items, sodas, bottled waters, and city water, are something that someone should have told you somewhere along the line if you have cancer. So if you haven't been warned of these dangers, then what else haven't they told you? In this video you will learn why sodas, bottled waters, and city water are dangerously harmful to anyone struggling with cancer, and you'll also learn why not all water is created equal. Statistics show that about 500,000 people a year are dying from cancer, and that in 2011 there were over 1.5 million new cases of cancer. So with all the decades of study and research, why doesn't there seem to be any real answer to cancer? Remain with me here so you can learn how you and your loved ones can avoid being one of these statistics. This video will undoubtedly contain some of the most important cancer information you will ever learn. There is an answer to preventing cancer. By removing the major underlying reasons for cancer to start up in the body, that's the best place to begin. You will be extremely surprised to see how close the answer already is to you. This video is going to provide you with the missing key to understanding the root cause of cancer and eliminating that cause. Let's start with why sodas, bottled waters, reverse osmosis, distilled and city waters are dangerously harmful to anyone who is struggling with cancer. We don't want to leave out diet sodas and zero-calorie sodas along with regular sodas. They all have a deadly link right to cancer and other devastating diseases. So what is that link? It's because they are all acidic and all full of free radicals. This picture shows the level of pH or acidity of these waters and sodas. The more yellow to orange a fluid is, the more acidic it is. Acidic drinks are not only unhealthy, they are deadly. Without exception, all sodas test as highly acidic at a pH of 2.5. We used a clear one so that you could see the yellow color. Here's a chart showing the pH ranges of healthy and sick cells. As you can see, 8.8 pH is where cancer cells are switched off, and at 5.8 pH, cancer cells are switched on. Normal healthy cells are 7.365. There is a slight range of 7.35 to 7.45. This chart is showing you the more acidic your body pH is, the more unhealthy you are. The more alkaline your body's pH is, the healthier you are. Why are acidic drinks and foods so dangerous? Because they change the pH level in your body. What you eat and drink directly and often immediately impact your pH levels, especially for the bad. Along with the dangers of acidity, free radicals are another major impact on your health. Everything consumable has what is called an ORP, or oxidation reduction potential, value. If it is a negative value, it is beneficial to you or is called an antioxidant. If it has a positive value, it is detrimental to your health, and it oxidizes you or breaks you down. Oxidation in metal is called rust. Oxidation in humans is called tissue damage and tissue destruction, which results in disease and premature aging. As you can see in these pictures, drinks that are acidic and full of free radicals are deadly. Here's an example on the left of free radical damage to healthy blood cells. You can see the healthy cells on the left and the unhealthy and damaged cells on the right. Free radicals damage your cells, your tissues, and even your DNA by biting and tearing them apart. That is why acidity and free radical damage is so dangerous to anyone with cancer or any other disease. Here's an illustration of free radical damage to a strand of DNA. DNA is a template for how your cells are built, how they look, and how they function. Whenever your DNA is damaged, it will replicate that damage in the new cell. That damage causes the cells to look and function in an unhealthy manner. Damaged DNA can create cancer cells which then reproduce more cancer cells. The reason you hear so much about antioxidants is because they neutralize free radicals. The problem with eating antioxidants is you have to eat massive quantities of food high in antioxidants, and those foods have to be free of pesticides and herbicides and cannot be genetically modified organisms or genetically modified foods in order to make a positive impact on major destructive diseases like cancer. Free radicals come from many foods too, such as fried foods or processed foods, along with your body making them. Antioxidant items like green tea and vitamin C are known to be great antioxidants, but Kangen water trumps both of those. You would need over 10 8-ounce glasses of green tea to equal 1 8-ounce glass of Kangen water. Kangen water is 17 times more potent with antioxidants than vitamin C is. Antioxidants are an absolute must to regain and maintain good health. When time is critical, you can't wait for a cure for cancer. You need to act now. Take the bull by the horns and drink the right water to get your body back into an alkaline, antioxidant, oxygen-rich state. I want to introduce you to Dr. Otto Warburg. In 1931, he got the Nobel Prize for finding the root cause of cancer. What he found was cancerous tissues are acidic, whereas healthy tissues are alkaline. He demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by two basic conditions. One is acidosis, and the other is hypoxia, or a lack of oxygen. If you deprive a cell of 35% of its oxygen, in 48 hours it becomes cancerous. A lack of oxygen and acidosis are two sides of the same coin. Where you have one, you have the other. Why hasn't this vital information been readily available to the general public for decades? There's lots of reasons. Just be grateful that you finally found it. Now is the time to take advantage of this vital information. Get yourself and anyone you know on the fast track to better health. It's also imperative that this information get passed on. Let's look at how you're going to protect yourself and your family from the dangers of all of these unhealthy fluids. There are lots of ways folks become an unhealthy acidic pH. The fastest way to alkalize your body is to drink alkaline, antioxidant, microclustered, oxygen-rich Kangen water. Hundreds of thousands of health professionals around the world are recommending and personally using Kangen water for its health benefits. Let me introduce you to a few of them. Dr. Gerald Bresnahan is one of them. He states that we have understood the importance of alkalizing diets for decades, and we have been unsuccessful in getting our patients to eat a perfectly alkaline diet because they cannot eat enough alkaline foods in order to keep their bodies alkaline. By getting our patients to change their water, hundreds of thousands of our patients have seen remarkable results with drinking Kangen medical-grade water. He also states that we are doing our part to bring this technology to the medical community because Kangen water is revolutionizing the health, fitness, and wellness of our nation. This is going to be a great thing for everyone and will change millions of lives. Here is Dr. Hiromi Shenya and Dr. Horst Filster. Dr. Hiromi Shenya is the co-inventor of the colonoscopy. He states that Kangen water is alkaline-rich water and is considered the very best drinking water because its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. Dr. Filster also highly recommends and endorses Kangen water as a physician and a surgeon, and from his own personal experience where it has markedly enriched his life. Let's take a second look at this picture again, now that you have a better understanding of healthy and unhealthy pH values. The more yellow to orange a fluid is, the more acidic. Again, acidic drinks are not just unhealthy, they are deadly. How can you change the acidic pH of your body and protect your health from acidic-generated diseases? As you can see, I have added another glass on the left, the purple one. That's healthy, alkaline, microclustered, antioxidant, oxygen-rich Kangen water. Here's a close-up showing the bright orange 2.5 pH of soda and the 9.5 purple pH water of the Kangen water. Soda is the same acidity as battery acid. Mineral and sparkling waters are the same pH as soda, 2.5 to 2.7. Here are a couple of popular bottled waters, Dasani and Ozaka. As you can see, They are both very acidic. With just a little research, you'll see that there's nothing special about these bottled waters. They're merely local municipal water. You might ask, what if my water tests neutral or alkaline? City water plants use lye. Lye is a strong alkaline. It will cause a slight blue pH test. Lye is added to city water to prevent their acidic water from rusting the metal pipes. Drinking lye-laced city water is unhealthy. When the lye is filtered out, city water becomes acidic. As you've been able to see, most city drinking water is far from healthy, chemical-free, or desirable. Cities in their water quality reports even admit that their water is not safe to drink. Notice it says that the elderly, infants, cancer patients, those with HIV/AIDS and other immune problems are at risk if they drink the city water. So by their own admission, city water is not safe to drink. You also might ask, what if my well water tests neutral or alkaline? Well waters can sometimes show up with an alkaline pH, but there are problems with well water. Well water will never be microclustered, hexagonal, antioxidant, or oxygen-rich. And for the most part, it will be in the 7.0 pH range, and your body needs to be more alkaline than that. Well water is also very vulnerable to outside contamination, such as acid rain, rain runoff carrying fertilizer, pesticides, herbicides, petroleum fuels, rust, and lead from pipes. It's easily contaminated. Another positive aspect of Kangen water that no other water has is that it's microclustered. Microclustering is absolutely essential to prevent chronic dehydration. Why is microclustered water so important? Because a large water molecule cannot go through the small passageway into the cell. Granted, it is a little more complex than these pictures, but you get the idea. When the water molecule is too big, along with chronic dehydration, the cell does not get enough oxygen, it gets a buildup of toxins and of acids, it can't get the nutrients it needs, it can't get rid of its waste, it gets very sick, and it gets old and wrinkled very fast. That's called premature aging. The cell wall is designed to discriminate what gets in and out of the cell. So an easy way to understand why you would need microclustering is a game we all played as a small child. You cannot put a square peg in a round hole. If the size or the design is wrong, it won't get through the cell wall. But isn't water simply just H2O? What do these different waters look like under a microscope? Look at the stark difference between the beautiful, healthy hexagonal water in the upper left-hand corner and in the right-hand corner. It looks dramatically different from the distilled water in the center at the top, and the Dallas area water, the LA water, and the water from an open reservoir. How waters are structured determines how they function in the body. Healthy hexagonal waters are on the right, but polar ice cap water is not easily accessible. The chlorinated tap water on the top, on the right, is disorganized and unable to be used by the body. The same goes for the distilled water on the bottom. Protect yourself, your family, and inform your friends about clean, healthy, safe Kangen water processors. Kangen water is the right water, and I've introduced you to it through the health professionals that we've seen earlier in the video. So what are the benefits of a Kangen water processor? Well, it produces 5 different types of water. Kangen drinking water is alkaline, microclustered, antioxidant, and oxygen-rich water. This processor also produces strong acidic water, which is a disinfectant and kills all bacteria and viruses immediately upon contact. No home should be without the benefit and safety that this strong acidic water brings to the table. The next water I'd like to mention is the strong alkaline water. It dissolves oils and fats and can be used to remove pesticides and herbicides from fruits and vegetables and for cleaning the home without chemicals. It produces clean water, which is a neutral pH, and an internal pre-filter removes 99% of chlorine, rust, particulate matter, and is also antibacterial. These Kangen water processors, built by Enagic, set the standard of excellence. They are backed by over 40 years of science, research, and clinical studies. Thousands of published research papers have verified the validity of Kangen water for its health benefits, and it is the only water processor that is licensed as a medical device. These Kangen water processors are the only ones that have been tested and certified and have received awards from different international and national institutes. Kangen water has a specific definition. And these are the only water processors that can produce true Kangen water. Let's take a look at the insides of a Kangen water processor and the counterfeit water processors that are out there. The quality and strength of a water processor are the plates that are inside. Only Kangen water processors have 7 medical-grade titanium plates dipped in medical-grade platinum. The cheap counterfeit processors have mesh plates of questionable metal that have cheap, ineffective electrodes attached to them. Don't settle for a second-rate processor. Cheap and quality are never found together, so beware of the imposters. When it comes to your health and your future, do you want to risk it on second-rate, inferior quality products that can't produce the Kangen water necessary to overcome the crisis that you have? Or do you want the best product on the market, the only one that is licensed as a medical device because it can deliver the right water? Now is the time to invest in your future. I have known other folks who have purchased these cheaply built processors with inferior components. They never saw any health benefits from drinking that water. Get the right water the first time you buy one. With cancer, do you really want to waste time with a second-rate product? These are the mesh plates that are inside those counterfeit products. And what they do is break down over time. That metal eventually gets into the drinking water and becomes a very serious health hazard. You can experience all the health benefits of a Kangen water processor by having one in your own home. They set up in minutes and attach to your faucet. They can produce hundreds of gallons of water a day, and it can be delivered to your home or business in 5 days or less. Just to give you a little social proof, along with health professionals, many celebrities are now realizing the benefits of drinking Kangen water. Enagic's Kangen water processors have many certificates and quality assurance awards. Once they realized that Kangen water processors are the gold standard, they purchased not just one, but in many cases several processors. Bill Gates bought 16 alone. One of the most prestigious groups of medical doctors that have put their seal of approval on Enagic's Kangen water processors is the Japanese Association of Preventive Medicine for Adult Diseases. It's an independent panel of 6,300 doctors, and Kangen water processors are the only processors that have ever received the award from this group of medical doctors. Our mission is to be a major resource and force for good for those who want to know how to regain or maintain their health. The first thing you must do is to help your body become more alkaline. An alkaline body is essential so that it is able to perform all its vital functions and regain health. Health is acquired by those who actively seek it. Why work with me? I've been in your shoes and I've helped others just like you. My driving force has been finding this answer to help my loved ones and my clients. I have 29 years of experience in clinical solo practice under my belt, helping others attain their health goals. I have worked with thousands of clients, getting them to a positive resolve with their health issues. I have the expertise and experience to help you too. I'm providing you these secrets in all seriousness. I offer this information to you so that you don't have to wish that you could turn back the hands of time. Some things are just too important not to invest in. To order your Kangen water processor, you can go to www.resolvetobehealthy.com. Click on the Products tab, and the websites will walk you through the purchase. Or better yet, call me at 512-752-8542, and I'll take your order over the phone. My email is info@noreenpicken.com. Thank you for listening. Here's wishing you a long, happy, healthy life. Call me if you need any additional information so that you can make the right decision.